too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And it gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Cincinnati. 11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. This defense for the Vikings, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Here's a give to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start the drive with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. The Vikings at 2-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass.
An open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move the...
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
From the gun to give to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 29, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to...
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have moved out in front.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dump through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21 to 7.
Bengals 21, Vikings 7. Evan McPherson to the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. Here we go. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down and goal. Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and goal. Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. To Sean Wharton, breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. 79 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Vikings 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Cousins on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him the first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down throw for Cousins. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
On one, right?
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Vikings 14.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Logan Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Play fake. Cousins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago. And we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well. And that's why they took him as high as they did.
Bill Nett only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
32 yards.
And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First down, here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All right, now here we go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
That's to about the 28, second down coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run for it. Cook.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. But the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders